Awesome, great. I'm Amber Scobie, the Executive Director of the Bloomington Housing Authority. Thanks for allowing me this opportunity to let you know how things are going here at the Housing Authority and give you a snapshot of what our fiscal year 2021 budget will look like. Just a reminder that this is informational only. The Bloomington Housing Authority Board of Commissioners will approve this budget formally during their September 17th meeting, and you guys are all invited to attend that if you'd like. Just a reminder about our mission statement and why we exist. So our mission is that we strengthen opportunity, beginning but not ending with housing. We are a public housing authority, and we primarily manage federal funding from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to administer these federal programs at a local level. Those programs look like this. We have 312 units that we own and operate through Crestmont, Reverend Butler, and Walnut Woods. So we have two different types of affordable housing communities now. We have 196 units that are traditional public housing. And because of our RAD conversion, we have 116 units that are now project-based Section 8 through the RAD program, and those are undergoing renovation right now. We have almost 1,300 or over 1,300 vouchers, 1,284 regular Section 8 vouchers, and then special voucher program types, helping anywhere from homeless veterans, mentally ill, and project-basing vouchers. Another key component that we offer is supportive service programs through our family self-sufficiency program, a home ownership program, and a resident opportunity and self-sufficiency program, which is supportive services for our public housing families. We also have a Head Start facility at our Walnut Woods location and offer community building and community spaces throughout the properties that we own. So 2020 highlights, we had 98% occupancy in our public housing program, slight increase from 2019, 99% utilization for our voucher program, 2% increase from 2019. We closed our RAD deal in May, which was $17.8 million in investment to fully renovate Reverend Butler and Walnut Woods. We had 10 graduates of our family self-sufficiency program, 99 participants in our Ross program. We did a project thanks to some CDBG funding from the city, wheelchair accessibility for 3 of our 1-bedroom buildings in Reverend Butler. And some sidewalk improvements for wheelchair accessibility in Walnut Woods. And overall, we had $10.4 million in federal subsidy coming in from HUD to help provide housing opportunities and self-sufficiency programs here in Monroe County. So our broad goals for fiscal year 2021, just a reminder, the Housing Authority, our fiscal year starts October 1st and ends September 30th. So we did receive some CARES funding from the federal government, about $500,000 worth. So we've spent some of it, but it will continue into 2021. So we want to use that money wisely to promote business continuity, voucher utilization, and ensure client health and safety the most that we can. We're also working on a RAD conversion for Crestmont. So we're starting the pre-development work and figuring out the financing for those 196 units. We do expect an inspection from HUD REAC. So HUD Real Estate Assessment Center, they come to inspect to ensure that we're offering safe, decent, sanitary housing. So we do expect them to come and we'll want to address any physical improvements that might impact health and safety. So we have a good score on that inspection. And then we're also looking to expand our project-based voucher program. Currently we have 45 vouchers and we're looking to expand to at least 125 vouchers that will directly assist units in 6 new construction projects, some of which are deeply affordable and tax credit projects that you have approved in the past. So digging into the actual budget piece, this is a snapshot of our operating income and operating expenses for the public housing program. So operating income primarily comes from the tenant rent collected, and we also collect fees for additional utilities, maintenance fees, those types of things. And a large portion of this budget also comes from operating subsidy. So this is money that we get from HUD to operate our programs because we offer affordable rents. So we expect to receive about $752,936 in operating subsidy. Also receive some resident services grants, and then about $122 in the CARES Act funding for this fiscal year as well. So about a 1.6 million in terms of operating income for Crestmont. On the expenses side, administrative costs about 466,000. This is staff, salaries, benefits, office overhead, staff training, and fees that the program pays to the cost center for management and accounting. We have tenant services expenses. We pay the utilities for tenant, those expenses, maintenance, insurance, and we do expect to spend all the CARES Act money for COVID expenses. So total expenses about 1.5 million. We do expect to have a cash flow of about 69,000 for Crestmont. This is the Housing Choice Voucher Section 8 budget. It's the largest one that we have from a funding standpoint. It's a huge economic boost to participating landlords in Monroe County. Biggest piece is the housing assistance payments. That's what we pay on the behalf of families to property owners that participate in our program. We expect to get 8.5 million this year. We did apply for some additional CARES Act money that we just found out we were eligible for. So we hope to add to this. But again, we just submitted the application yesterday and hope to hear back soon. We get funding for our FSS program, administrative fees, about 709,000. Some fraud recovery money, and CARES Act funding for the voucher program is about 307,000 for this fiscal year. Expenses, we fully expect to pay all HAP money, maybe even a little bit more. Administrative expenses, about 587,000. Put the COVID expenses in, as well as the supportive services, cost of fuel for the inspection, insurance, those types of things. So we do have a pretty strong cash flow expected for the voucher program as well. The last budget to share with you tonight is the Central Office Cost Center. This is the key executive and accounting function of the Housing Authority. I am an employee of the cost center. We have broad oversight functions. The programs pay these fees to us, and the money is defederalized, and we can help support operations. So we expect to get 654,000 or so in operating income and expenses of about 621,000. So that concludes the brief budget presentation, and I wanted to sneak in these photos, some updates in Walnut Woods and Reverend Butler for the renovation work that's taking place. It's still a bit of a construction zone, but wanted to show you some of the flooring that we're installing. It's a great laminate vinyl tile product. You can see some of the new kitchen cabinets that are going in at Walnut Woods, some of the paint colors for the doors and the walls, bathroom flooring. And then the picture on the far left is the ramp project and front decks that the CDBG program has supported. And this will add wheelchair accessibility to buildings in Reverend Butler. So that concludes my presentation, and I'm happy to help answer any questions that you might have. So thank you.